have you got something for us?
Right.
What have
I've
you
got some
got?
kits.
What kits have you got?
So we looked at the Ming last week, but we didn't look at the small Ming. Is that upside down?
Well, because we looked at the, it could be. I don't know.
So these are 70-second scale.
That was silky.
What's it now? So basically, they've just got all their data from the larger 35th scale kits and they miniaturized it to 70-second because a lot of people do like making 70-second. And 70-second is also a scale where people like to use for wargaming.
Is it?
So what I've got here, so we've got a Leopard. Which Leopard is this again? Oh, it's a Leopard 2A7, so that's the latest Leopard.
The latest Leopard.
So they always come out with different versions, right?
And you've given me
So
that. You've
the
given
7 is like later than the 6.
Okay, figures.
Yeah.
But how do you know the 8's not out yet?
Oh, it's not out yet.
Is it due for release soon?
Oh, I don't know, maybe. So as you can see, it's pretty compact.
Well, it's 1/72 scale.
Yeah.
I'd expect it to be.
Would you expect it to be compact?
I'd expect it to be 72 times smaller than the real thing.
Oh, you're a mathematician.
Wow. I'm a sucker for fine print.
There we go. So for a 70-second scale kit, I mean, obviously certain details are already molded into it because you can't, miniaturize everything like you would on a 35th scale. 35th scale being bigger, you can fit more small things on it, right? So they simplified a bit. But you can see on the surface, they've actually incorporated a lot of the detail in the moldings. You can just see how crisp everything already is. Okay, so you get your turret.
Surely at this scale, you
Japanese?
don't have to build your own track.
You don't have to, but some people still like to do it, or they're multi-piece. And you see the grills on top of the
Yes.
engine covers? They're really fine.
So how is this tank powered? Is it turbine?
These, I don't remember.
Turbine hydraulic?
The Abrams that we're going to look at next is turbine powered. For these, I've got a feeling could be diesel. Where are the tracks? Oh, the tracks are multi-piece. You can just see them there. So the idea behind multi-piece is it's still molded in the hard plastic, not like the rubbery stuff that we see. And this will give a lot more detail because it's sharper. You can't get sharp details on rubber. And it'll still sort of give a sort of sag, even though you won't see sag on these.
If you hit it with the heat gun,
yeah,
or the lighter, you can actually get a bit of sag on them.
Well, you can. It'll soften it for sure because they're a thermoplastic. You can see how they use multiple bits just to build up the hull as well. So beautiful 70-second scale kits. Long way from your really ancient, like Matchbox and Airfix type kits. Well, let's see what.
Well, the level of detail is phenomenal, isn't it?
Let's see what this one's got. Well, this one's a much thicker box, so there'll be more bits in this.
It's an Abrams.
Yeah, and this is a Tusk too. So this
Yes.
is designed with extra armor for, what do they call it?
Armory.
That's close combat.
Close combat.
So going through towns and such. So they've got extra protection around these open areas. Because normally when you're driving through a town, you have everything open so you can see where you're going.
Looks lots of round sort of thing, like
Yeah,
to
so
deflect.
So that's that pleak armor, right? So I can't remember if this is actually reactive.
Reactive.
So the big chunky brick-looking armor that you see on modern tanks now, that's reactive. So that when a heat round comes close, it explodes before it contact, and it dissipates the kinetic energy. So it doesn't actually go into the hull.
Yeah.
But once that's been depleted, that means there's a big brick
Hole.
missing. Yeah. So if another round makes its way there, then it'll go through.
It's exposed.
Yes. So I've got a feeling that they're not thick enough to be reactive, but I think it's just additional applique armor on the outside. But you'll notice that there's all the bulletproof glass protection for the crew here. And that's probably why there's so much extra bits in here.
Well, that's why it's got so much glass.
A lot of glass. So that's bulletproof glass.
That's not something that you'd think to see in a tank, is it? Is glass?
No, it looks really unusual because there's only like flat panels. The tops are still open. So the idea was when the tanks are driving through townships, say, you've got multi-story buildings. So there's people on rooftops that are attacking. And the top of a tank is very vulnerable because it's got the thinnest armor there. And also the people, of course, because once they open up a hatch, they're open. So this is meant to help protect them from small arms fire. But the tops are still open, so if they need to rush out, they can still do that.
And looking at the it's got the paint key on the back. It's only like 4 colors.
Well, there's pretty basic colors on these things.
Yeah.
But I'm quite amazed at this. I don't really know what this is here. But look at how fine it is.
That's a gun.
Is that the gun? Because there's an ammo box with actual
That's
like rounds in
that's
it.
a gun. Definitely a gun of some sort.
And there you can see the multi-piece tracks.
Yes.
So long sections for the top and the bottom, and then there'll be small sections for the coiled up parts around the edges.
Need the chainmails.
There's a lot of bits in here. A lot of sprue for a little 72nd scale
Got
tank.
about 8 sprues, isn't it?
A lot.
Looks
There's all the
lovely.
bulletproof glass. There we go.
I love that. And I do love a bit of Meng, and since you showed the June stuff last week, I think it's pretty much sold out.
Yes. Well, the June stuff, we weren't really expecting the second movie to come out at this time because it's been delayed for so long. It looks like it's a really good film. I've seen the first one.
I'm not sure. I was just talking about the models. But
Oh, yeah. There we go. Some 72nd scale
tanks.
Meng armor.
Would Nev like these?
Would love those.
Would he?
I reckon he would. He's very much a World War II guy, though.